The idea of a top 10 list is to bring to bear a list of films that frame a person's taste. But it is also a reflection of the state of cinema through subjective lenses. With that in mind, here are my top 10 films of 2025. Let's begin with some honorable mentions. I have selected 5 films for this category, in no particular order.
It's rare, but sometimes there's this moment in the car where everything goes quiet. My heartbeat slows. It's peaceful. And I can see everything. And no one can touch me.
The first honorable mention would be F1, directed by Joseph Kosinski and starring Brad Pitt. Watching this film in IMAX and 4DX, which is an experience that features a moving seat, is perhaps the only way to truly experience this film in all its glory. From the dynamism of the cinematography to the possibly cheesy yet cathartic story of an outcast achieving a dream he gave up on is one of the best rides on the 2025 theme park there is.
I am chasing that moment every time I get in the car. I don't know when I'll find it again, but man, I want to. I want to. Because in that moment, I'm flying.
You trust everyone and think everyone you've ever met is, beautiful.
While it wasn't a terribly busy year for comic books, it would be horribly remiss of me not to mention the revival of DC and the stunning rebirth of Superman under James Gunn. Starring David Corenswet, this film, as if ripped out of the pages, tells Superman's story much like how Matt Reeves did with The Batman through the subjective lens of the main character. Seeing how Clark Kent and Superman's lives intersect and how they deal with the doubt of their existence and purpose with some well-placed comic book nerd knowledge made for the best comic book film of the year, hands down.
Maybe that's the real punk rock.
Cannot die. And I cannot live alone.
You knew I had created something truly horrible.
From comic books to fantasy literature, the wet dream of all bibliophiles and Halloween enthusiasts came true this year when Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, starring Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, and Mia Goth in a stunning ensemble cast that brought Mary Shelley's world to life in all its beauty, came out. And that to me is the operative word. Beautiful. It is the best way to describe this film and every frame of it. A watch that teeters on the excessive in terms of telling and not showing, but who cares when the set design, costumes, and makeup are some of the best that has ever been seen in 2025.
Not something. Someone. You made someone me.
그러니까 파피루스에는 남구 씨가 먼저 왔으니까 남구 씨한테 배우셔야겠죠.
물론이죠. 저는 항상 배우는 사람이니까요. 제가 고등학교를 졸업하자마자 취업을 했잖아요. 근데 일을 하면서도 화학학위를 땄거든요. 물론 이제 저기 통신대학이긴 하지만요.
I won't be looking at my career and my garden the same way after Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice, a phenomenal film that is without question steeped in satire and razor-sharp writing. There is no getting around how well crafted and executed this film is. Starring Lee Byung-hun, this film takes on the job market, unemployment, and family dynamics, which creates such a stunningly poignant film that resonates with me as someone pushing themselves to further their career and experience. A truly stunning watch that brings some very socially conscious themes to the forefront.
제가 2019년도에 올해 펄프맨상을 받았을 때 평가받았었던 것도 바로 이제 그런 부분들이 있죠. 그리고 바로 그 해에 제가 드디어 내 집 마련을 했는데요. 바로 제가 태어난 그 집을 샀거든요. 물론 제가 이거 물론을 너무 많이 쓰죠.
Immigration. You contend this letter was about immigration.
It says so in the first line.
The fifth and final honorable mention is one I had no idea was even being made, but alas, here we are. And that film is Nuremberg, directed by James Vanderbilt and starring Russell Crowe, Michael Shannon, and Rami Malek in yet another star-studded ensemble. I have to say that as a filmmaker myself, our obsession is always with the visual messaging of our films and those we watch, but it's always nice to return to a film that values the artistry of delivering a well-written line of dialogue. Or several in this case. Yes, Nuremberg brings back the much-missed talkies to cinemas as Russell Crowe delivers a chilling performance to boot.
Knowing what happened to 6 million Jews, I have to ask, would you still follow the Führer, Adolf Hitler?
Ja. What?
These top 10 films were selected based on 3 specific criteria: rewatchability, entertainment value, and emotional value. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
For the last time, put the letters on the table.
If Laszlo and the cause mean that much to you, then you won't stop at anything. All right, I'll make it easy on you. Go ahead, shoot. You'd be doing me a favor.
Just remember, I got this gun pointed at your dick.
At number 10, we have Richard Linklater's Blue Moon, a film that spends an eventful evening with the infamous lyricist Lorenz Hart in a smoky bar in the 1940s, played by Ethan Hawke, who delivers, in my opinion, the single best performance of any leading man in any film of 2025. This film reminds us of the power of a single location and a slew of great performances that bring us this funny, witty, soulful, heartbreaking film to our attention. The film feels much shorter than it really is. Richard Linklater really has a deft touch with the way the film's pacing moves so well, and how every frame is filled with the same energy throughout is a testament to great casting and set design. Personally, it was a joy to be wrapped up in the many conversations and feel like a fly on the wall as these amazing individuals from the 1940s theatre scene congregated at this bar, all under a single roof but with several lifetimes of conversations being had all at once. Ethan Hawke has been nominated for the Academy Awards for the Best Actor category at the time of making this video, and personally I'm really holding out hope for a well-deserved win for one of the greatest living actors to get his due.
Best line in Casablanca.
Oh, nobody ever loved me.
that much. Isn't that magnificent? 6 words. Nobody ever loved me that much. And really, who's ever been loved enough? Who's ever been loved half enough? Would you get me a shot?
Hey, I want to talk to you.
I don't think we have anything to say to each other.
Yeah, I think you have a lot to say.
You and every other person in this city, believe me, the message is loud and clear. I'm the problem. Got it.
You know what? I think that's the first honest thing I've heard you say. You are the problem.
What, you want to get in my face? You want to threaten me?
Nobody's threatening you right now.
It's the wrong tree,
Oh,
okay?
you know what? This whole victim persona that you're taking on, it might have...
Number 9 brings us to darker territory with Zach Cregger's Weapons, bringing the fear and thrills back to the big screen with an old school meets new school horror mystery that really got me excited for every twist and turn when I saw this in cinemas. It's been a while since a film with such a simplistic outline, storytelling-wise, had so much intrigue and mystery and constantly surprised me at every turn. The way this film made use of techniques like narration, which is seen less and less in contemporary films, probably out of fear of being perceived as lazy storytelling or something or other. The sound design and the performances in particular were really what made this film work, the way they help stretch that suspense to the very edge, and how well the film allows you as the audience to suspend disbelief and not overthink the plot is personally why I will be front and center for Zach Cregger's next film.
Hey! Stay down. Hey!
Do you know the story of Orpheus and Eurydice? Orpheus falls in love with this beautiful nymph Eurydice. Soon after their marriage, Eurydice is bitten by a viper and she's killed. And Orpheus, filled with grief, journeys to the underworld to take her back. He beguiles Hades, till finally, he's allowed to take his love back with him to the world of the living, but under one condition.
What is it?
Number 8 takes us further back in time to a young William Shakespeare played by Paul Mescal and his wife Agnes, who by the end of the film will have you in tears, played by the amazing Jessie Buckley. Hamnet, directed by Chloe Zhao, is every bit the film you think it is and more after seeing the trailer. The way the limited yet purposeful color palette of this film mirrors the contrasting needs and desires of both William and Agnes, but also serves as two parts that need to be with one another. The depth of the emotion and understanding this film achieves is truly breathtaking for just over 2 hours of runtime. Chloe Zhao truly found an astonishingly powerful way to explore a topic that may have leaned too far into the poetic for the average layman, aka myself, but she found a way for it to connect on every level, across all cultures and beliefs, but focusing on the core of family and loss that gives way to true and lasting inspiration that gave us one of the greatest storytellers this world has ever known.
She must follow behind him and he must not turn around to look at her. As they begin their ascent, Orpheus can't hear her footsteps, so he listens and listens and listens. He can't contain himself any longer. He turns around to look at her and she is trapped in the underworld forever.
That was a good story.
Sorry, do you sell rice?
We've got pasta.
No, it has to be rice.
Has to be rice, apparently.
What are you making?
No, it's for my phone. It got wet.
Right.
Number 7 is lesser known but no less great. This is an intimate film set on an island but with more than a song to sing. The Ballad of Wallace Island, directed by James Griffiths, stars Carey Mulligan in this relatively but criminally underrated gem set on an island. The film follows an island-owning billionaire who brings together his favorite musicians, a now broken-up duo called Maguire Mortimer, played by Carey Mulligan and Tom Baston, and gets them to perform their greatest hits just for him. This film is classically British in its humor tone and the cutting yet emotional way it tackles these relationships on screen. It has some of the great musics that you might hear in 2025 and brilliant performances that honestly stay with you way after the credits roll. But it is one of those earnest, honest films that you share with those you know would appreciate a good, intimate story.
Oh, I still don't understand. Sorry.
Welcome to my world.
But there's a payphone outside.
Great.
He's a musician.
Oh.
Oh, you've got rice pudding, though.
Yes.
You are having sex with a guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are saying stuff like, you like that. You like that.
What is that even?
Right.
Number 6 is another dry, witty watch, but one that never fails to draw a guilty laugh out of the audience despite the dark and horrific nature of the subject matter in the film. This is Eva Victor's Sorry Baby, where she not only writes and directs but also stars as the main character Agnes. This film truly has some of the most brilliant performances all around, but what really sells it for me is the script. The way that Eva Victor chooses to explore this sensitive topic in such a dry yet uncompromising manner, it shows that this isn't a film that feels heavy throughout, but the story really fluctuates between the brighter moments in her life and the instances that she and us as the audience would much rather forget. Balancing tone and pacing and the story arcs in such a tightly written script really shows how films rely on the quality of the scripts they're making. It leaves this bitter taste in my mouth to see this film passed over for the Academy Awards, but I really hope that more people watch Sorry Baby and support the good work Eva Victor and her team have done here.
Oh, that's deep.
I think they mean you like
that.
That.
Yeah, you like my dick.
Or that.
That. But it's like it's like also their dick is their whole self. So they're like, do you like the dick? Do you like me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Come on, Murray.
Whatever you do, just don't tell Lloyd about
Look,
this.
I'm very clear with you, all right? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. You built something very commendable here. And
I
it's
don't
been good
want
for my soul.
I don't want to discuss this now.
Stop. Let me say something. It's been good for my soul to see this up close and personal. I'm not a shoe salesman.
At number 5 is Josh Safdie's Marty Supreme, starring Timothée Chalamet. With the Safdies choosing a more individual approach to 2025, it is clear who won the Battle of the Brothers. Timothée Chalamet nets another Best Actor nomination for this role as Marty, and a much-deserved one too. But the film as a whole has some of the wildest needle drops, paired with some heart-racing ping-pong sequences. It's clear that Josh Safdie has mastered inducing anxiety as an authorial calling card. The film runs at 100 miles per hour, stopping only for the brief foray that will drop Jaws, but the film feels incredibly satisfying in the way Marty's journey from overconfident ping-pong hopeful to world star. It definitely is one of the most memorable experiences I've had watching a film in 2025, with some killer marketing to boot.
I want to discuss this.
No, but I do want to discuss it now, because when I'm back from my trip, this is over. I'm not coming back here and doing this. Speaking of which, can we settle up now? I gotta buy my plane ticket.
We'll settle at closing.
I wanted to see the travel agent on my lunch break.
You'll never come back after your lunch break.
That's what you think of me?
Yes.
You think I would go and I just not come back?
I said settle at closing, okay?
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Goodbye.
I love you.
Why do you do this?
What?
This job. You're so passionate about it. Why?
It's the way these people look at you. Like they've been waiting for you their whole lives.
Number 4. It appears as though Brendan Fraser has cornered the market on the emotional middle-aged man rediscovering his zest for life. All jokes aside, he delivers a phenomenally honest and nuanced performance that feels incredibly genuine, which cannot be understated for the nature of a drama like Rental Family. Directed by Hikari, she continues her phenomenal work from Beef into this really well-made, dare I say witty Japanese-American film that really shows off the emotions of Japan with dignity and respect in a way that only the relationship between a type of Frankenstein found family can do. Boasting a familiar face of Japanese theater like Akira Emoto and an emerging actress who steals every scene she's in, Shannon Gorman, Rental Family is the feel-good film of 2025 and nothing can change my mind.
Despite everything Dada says, these people stay with you. Sometimes all we need is someone to look us in the eye, remind us we exist.
You died and went to pussy heaven, motherfucker. Put your arms to the side so I can see you.
Into the top 3 with a film that I feel extremely lucky to have seen on the biggest screen, and that is Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. This film was everything. Action-packed, beautiful to look at, top-notch performances, but one thing I noticed personally, having been a PTA fan for years, is that this feels like his most accessible film to date. I walked in with every expectation a PTA fan would have, and I walked out largely satisfied. The way the different arcs of the story all serve one cohesive larger arc, and the crazy characters who all feel so lived in, was a bare minimum here, considering having amazing actors like Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro, and Sean Penn, all of whom get their scenes stolen by One Chase Infinity. One Battle After Another, in my opinion, does an amazing job with balancing scale with intimate moments in a time where scale is everything with Navis, Arrakis, and Andor. It's amazing to see a film so grounded feels so larger than life, especially when put side by side with the grandiosity of contemporary cinema.
What's your name, dickhead?
I'm Captain Stephen J. Lockjaw.
My name is Perfidia Beverly Hills, and this is a declaration of war. We're here to right your wrongs, motherfucker. You got an army growing in your fucking guts, and you put it there.
Spør han du, da. Du tør jo aldri snakke med han om noe vanskelig. Å nei. Nei vel? Nei. Det gjør jeg vel. Det gjør du jo ikke.
Number 2 broke my heart over and over again, but I keep rewatching this love letter to cinema, and someone needs to pull me out of the ocean of heartache I'm drowning in. That film is Joachim Trier's Sentimental Value. a Norwegian film that explores the eldest daughter paradox and the family dynamics that come with all that in the world of making cinema. At the time of making this video, Sentimental Value has 9 nominations at the Oscars this year, and it is very well deserved. The film stars Renate Reinsve and Stellan Skarsgård alongside Elle Fanning and Inga Ipsdotter, all of whom have netted nominations for their performances in the Academy Awards. The heartache and heartmend this film leaves you with is so deeply affecting. For me as a lover of cinema, I can only imagine how this film might affect someone who lives or has lived the family dynamics in this film. It is a truly masterful addition to the filmography of Joachim Trier, and truly, if you can overcome the 1-inch wall that are subtitles, the worlds that open up to you are truly breathtaking.
I can't work with him.
Why?
We can't really talk.
But he wanted you to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Just keep thinking that he made a mistake. I can't get a handle on her, you know?
Somebody out there put their hands on you. They hurt you. Me and my brother gonna come kill them all.
So you'll kill for me.
That's right.
But you still won't tell me the truth.
The best film of the year likely won't surprise anyone. It is Ryan Coogler's Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan in a phenomenal ensemble cast. With a record-breaking 16 nominations at this year's Oscars, the thing that really impressed me about this film, bar the filmmaking, is the way this film's hype and attention have barely waned from when it came out in early 2025 right up till now, nearly a year later. That, if nothing else, is a testament to the quality of this film and the way it resonated with audiences. The idea that this film and its depictions and the way it conveys its messaging through contrasting music, which has similar tones and meanings, is truly an achievement of cinema in 2025.
Just say that.
Say what? I love you. I think about you every day. I just want to keep you someplace safe. And I was never going to be here.
The year has brought us some truly brilliant films, and fingers crossed that 2026 gives us something to savor. Thank you all for watching. I hope you liked this selection. I hope you found these films interesting, or you found something new, or you found something that you yourself believe to be a top 10 film of this year or 2026 whenever you're watching this. And thank you all so much for the support you've been giving the channel, and keep chasing cinema. Till the next one.